Hello and welcome back to another video of the Java tutorial series. So today in this video we will be covering our next functionality of the project, that is the show menu project. So this is the main method which will hold the all functionality of our banking application. It will call all those methods which we have written in our previous videos, that is withdraw, get previous transaction and the deposit, and it will perform all those functionality of our project, I guess. Okay, banking application. Okay, so in this video we will be writing this show menu method. Okay, so for this I will cover I will write another method named show menu, and this method doesn't require any parameter, and it doesn't return anything. Okay, so inside this menu, show menu function method will basically do all those printing stuff inside that console. Okay, so for that I will be declaring one character. Okay, so character variable name as option, and I will initially write it as /0. Okay, so that represents null. Okay, again I guess I have declared the scanner class over here, so that is inside this main another class. So I guess I have to declare one scanner. I guess scanner sc is equals to new scanner system.in. Okay, so I have imported the scanner over here, and now I have to create that console stuff here. Okay, now so I will just I will just shout one thing, that is welcome plus customer name. So this time IntelliJ IDEA is telling me that, hey, what is customer name? You doesn't have declared it anywhere. Okay, so for that I will be creating one variable over here, that is of type this is customer name, so that is of type string, because customer name is in string format, and I will write that same customer name. And one more thing I will be requiring is as customer ID. Okay, and I will also declare it as string customer ID. Okay, so whenever the object of this class is created, I want the user to give me the customer name and the customer ID, so that I can print that name and the customer ID over here. Okay, so for this one more concept was there of the OOPS object oriented programming language, that is constructor. So what basically constructor does is it will get automatically called whenever the object of the class is created. Okay, whenever I create the object of the class, the constructor is getting called, and the constructor name should always be as same as that of the class name. Okay, so what is the class name? Bank account. And this constructor should accept the two parameters, that is the customer name and the customer ID, so that we can print that customer name and customer ID inside the console. Okay, and so the name should be in the format of string name. I will write C name because that is the proper convention, that is the customer name, and I will write string CID, that is the customer ID. Okay, don't worry about this constructor for just now. uh, know that whenever we create the object of that class, the constructor get automatically called. Okay, so this line number 15 to 17, and inside this constructor whatever I write, it will get automatically called whenever we create object of this bank account class. Okay, so whenever I create this object of this class, I just want to assign the customer name as the C name, which is given input by the C name by the user, and I just want that customer ID should be equals to the CID. Okay, so that is pretty much about this constructor, I guess. And now we can move to the towards our show menu function and start implementing this. Okay, so I will write again one south statement over here should be there, and I will write your ID is this, and I will write customer ID. Okay, so after this I want a new line should get printed on the console. So for that I will write just south with empty, nothing should be there, so that the new line should be there and which looks nice. Okay, and again I want one option number A. So we have discussed over here the options of that our application, that is deposit, withdraw, get request and reaction, and the show menu. Okay, so we will be covering that over here. We will write check balance. Okay, then again one more functionality should be there, that is b dot deposit if the user want to deposit some money inside this account, and again C is withdraw, DRAW withdraw, and again one more south statement, and now option number D to get the previous transaction. Okay, and last option, if user want to get exit from this our application, we want our user to click E so that he can exit from our application. And so now one thing you should notice, this show menu method will display all the these steps inside the console. Okay, and we don't want the user to get multiple times click on this run button and execute our this code again and again. So what we can do is we can provide one loop to the user wherein user can loop iterate this functionalities or use these functionalities again and again as much time he want, and whenever user has done with all the application uses, and then simply user can type E to exit from our application. Okay, so for this I will be using one do while loop, and inside do I will just first of all I will print one statement so it will look nice. Okay, uh, and then one more south statement should be there which will tell the user to enter the option. Okay, enter the option, and after that one more south statement should be there. This line number 60 and line number 62 is just used for the getting that console such a nice look. Okay, and after that I will be doing option is equals to scan sc is the object, sorry, sc dot next dot char at index 0, and I will be doing 2. I guess I can't do this here. Okay, let it be. We'll cover it in the next upcoming video. So in this way, in this part, I have taken one input from the user as a string, and I will be returning the first character of that string. Okay. So I have declared here the character as a here option, and I am storing that user input inside this option, and so user can input E, D, C, A, B, A, B, C, D, E, any option that user want that gets stored inside this option variable. Okay, so now inside this I will create one switch, and for switch I will be passing option as the parameter. So we have covered switch. I hope you guys remember this, how switch works and how what is switch. Okay, So we'll be creating one case. For first case, we will be passing a. We will be writing the functionality if the user clicks a, that is the check balance. Okay, for that I will come inside this case and I will first of all print this line. Okay, so this line is basically just to give that nice look to our application. Okay, so again inside that I will write shout, that is system.out.println, and I will return simply print balance is, and I will concat it with balance. Okay, and at last I will be printing again this just to give our application a nice look, and I will print one shout statement so that one extra line should be there between the switch next case. Okay, so after that, this is pretty much about the check balance. I will just write DRE Quebec, and for the next case we have case number B. If the user given as B, and I will just copy this statement over here just to give that, oops, sorry, copy, oh shit, sorry guys, B. Okay, and what is the B part? B part is a deposit. Okay, so when the user gives input as B, we have to deposit the amount inside our account. Okay, so shout the user enter the amount to deposit. Okay, so after this I will again print this line so that it will look nicer in our application. Okay, now what I can do is int amount. I will declare one variable name as amount, and using sc dot next int I will receive that input from the user, and I will call deposit method inside this, and will pass that amount value to the deposit function, deposit method. Okay, and after that I will just print one new line, and I guess that is pretty much what we have to do inside this case number B, right? So what I have done, I have printed this on the console, and I have taken one input from the user and stored it inside the amount variable, and I have passed that amount variable to the deposit method, and we have written the deposit method over here. Here you can see, and this deposit method will update the balance of the in our account and update the previous transaction value also. Okay, so after that, moving forward to the case number C. Case C. Okay, so what is case C? Withdraw. Okay, so we have to implement the withdraw functionality over here. So I will just simply copy this and paste it over here. Enter the amount to withdraw. Okay. After that, again I will create one variable name amount to, because amount is declared above, already declared above. Sc dot next int, and for doing the withdraw stuff we have written one method withdraw, and it will accept one parameter named as amount. So we are passing that amount that needs to be withdrawn from our account, and then again I will simply just print a new line so that it looks nice in the console. And I guess this is pretty much we have to do inside this case. Okay, so our next case is case D, and let me just look what we have to do, case t, that is a previous transaction. We have to perform the previous transaction inside this case, and again I will just copy this because this is stuff that I required every time. Okay, and inside this I don't require this because I don't need to print anything inside the console or getting input from the user. That's why. And inside this, I will call the get previous transaction method, and this call will be go to here to this method get previous transaction, and this method will check this condition, and according to that, it will print that corresponding statement. Okay, over here. Okay, so I guess this is the pretty much we have to do inside this case, and after that I will just print one new line and I will break this condition. Okay, now I have to write again one more condition, that is the E condition, that is in exit condition. What if the user write E? Okay, so in that case user want to get exit from this loop, so they will simply just print this statement, and after this statement we will do break. Okay, and this is all. We have handled all those cases, and we will, sorry, one default case which we will handle, and inside default case we should do print something like when we'll get a default condition get hit, when the user will enter doesn't enter a b c d e and other character. Okay, so in that case we just have to print invalid option, please try again. Okay, and I will simply break this. Okay, so I guess this is pretty much we have to do inside the switch. Okay, so we have implemented this switch. After that I will write while, because this is the do while loop, and inside while I will check the options value should not be equals to character E, because if it is a E, that means user don't want to use our application anymore, and user want to exit our from our application. Okay, so this is pretty much about the show menu. I guess we have done. Let me just zoom out so that you can see whole method inside one view. Okay, I guess this is the, and one pretty simple mistake was there inside this method. I want you to think about it and let me know, and we will also cover that inside in our next video, and we will try to rectify that error which is inside this do while loop. Okay, so for this video this is pretty much we have done. Okay, so in our next video we will continue this project and we will try to implement this project. Thank you for watching this video.